Hi, guys, welcome to another weekend episode and Talk with Sanjana. Laughter is, and it will always be the best medicine. So, when you're having, let's say, a very busy lifestyle, and then you open Instagram or Facebook, and then you see some memes or you see some content that's extremely funny, I think that actually makes your day, it relaxes your mind, right? So, with this, let me introduce you to my next guest for today. She's extremely smart, she's extremely funny, and she loves her mom. And she is none other than the controversial kid of Shalini Auntie. Let me introduce you to Sharadi Shetty. Hi, Sharadi.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, first of all.
It was a great pleasure, and I'm extremely happy that we made it. I know we had a couple of network issues and everything, but we are here on the go, and I think it's
Yes.
going to be a really amazing conversation here. So, Charati, let's get quickly started. And there's a lot of questions that I would like to ask you, and I think the viewers also would be very interested to know your side of story. So, with that, let's get started. So, please tell us something about yourself. Please give a very quick introduction about who you are and where you're from.
Uh, just when you think of giving it, there's absolutely nothing in my mind. So I'm from Bombay and I grew up in Bombay. A lot of people don't know my name because I've just
Yes.
written S on my Instagram. My name is Sharadi.
So
And
I just
Sharadi.
revealed that as well. I'm so happy on that.
Yeah, yeah. So I remember you asking me my name very politely, and I was like, oh shit, I should have said it on my own. My name is Sharadi. I'm 23 years old, and I stay in Bombay. I grew up in Bombay. I stay with my mom and my brother.
Okay.
My father passed away when I was 11 years old. So since then, it's been a journey with the three of us, and it's not at all emotional. I mean, a lot of people have a misconception that just when my dad's topic comes out, they're like all shush. But what I show on my Instagram with my mom is, I think, not even 1% of what we are in real life. And I'm sure, you'd agree with it because the clips that I upload is just 1 or 2 minutes of our whole day, and we're even more wilder and we're even more blunt,
I see.
and we crack jokes and there is just no limit. So it's just like this whole day. I would welcome you also to come to my place someday, and
Oh,
we'll
I'm
give you a live session.
happy to be there and witness it all live.
Yes, because my friends also come to our place since it's just me and my mom.
Yeah.
And it's just a complete circus when it's just my mom and my brother and me and my best friends, my childhood friends, just sit and look at us, because it's a complete circus. So we just like that in real life also.
That is
And
that is really good to hear because I think when you are having that's what I was saying, when you're having some busy lifestyle, you're so occupied with things, right? We are just doing the same
yeah,
thing every day. We actually forget to live our lives. We live our forget to even laugh at the silly things that we do.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So let's begin with your YouTubing, your Instagram, and about your social platforms. So I must say, guys, she is a young content creator out here, and there is a couple of questions that I wanted to ask her in terms of why she shifted to YouTubing, full-time YouTubing. So let's get started with that, Sharadi. So when did you choose to become a YouTuber or a content creator? And why did this whole process get started? What was the reason of
So actually, I took a BA as a degree, which I didn't want to, honestly. My family was just very scared to let me go for media. That is bachelor's in mass media. It's a degree. Um, and I miserably flunked in second year, and I was home for 2 months, and those 2 months are like the summer vacation from, in which like May and June, and then your college starts. So those 2 months were like very much life changing. I just took up the initiative of telling my mom that I can't continue doing BA anymore because I've already flunked, and that the BA story is a completely different world. And then during that time, when I was just home doing absolutely nothing, and it was a very fighting or rebellious kind of atmosphere at my place, that was the time when my sleep cycle just got messed up. I was not sleeping at nights. And one day I just took out a book and I started writing scripts out of nowhere. I don't know where the idea came from. And then one night as in I started writing at 4 a.m. and I got done by 8 a.m. and I wrote 12 scripts at a stretch.
Mm.
And then I didn't know what to do with them. So I told my brother after 2 days that I want to do something of my own. I have no idea where I'll take these scripts, but I want to start something of my own. My family didn't take me seriously because I have a history of leaving everything midway. So they were like, okay, do it, we'll support you. But little did they also know that this is going to go this long. And it's been 5 years now since creating and failing and trying and doing all those things. So I went to BMM.
Mm. So, when you're talking about writing script, did you write it even before? Like, did you have an idea that you could write, or you had that when you're writing something, you just imagine things and you put it into words and then write it, right? So, just going a little back, maybe in your high school, were there any literature, or you were very much interested on these things, or poetry, or it was all that it started after your, during this college days?
I've been writing since I was in ninth grade.
Hmm.
And that also just started off. I just sat in my bedroom and I started writing. So the writing has a history, writing part,
Hmm.
but the comedy part came in after BA. And I realized that I like writing what I see.
Hmm.
And that's the thing, you just see things and you feel like putting it out somewhere. That's why I started writing it. And you observe people and you observe situations. And that's how the comical writing side.
Absolutely. You need to perceive, you need to observe things, and then
Yeah.
that's when the content actually starts getting created.
Yes. So I've been writing since I was I think I was 13 or 14.
Hmm.
And my family knew that I have an interest in writing. So they've always been very supportive. Initially, but like as we go ahead and when we talk more about the Instagram parts and all, there were a bit hurdles and
Challenges.
there were, yeah, a bit of barriers because when I put out my mom on social media so openly, there is some kind of criticism that comes with it. So my
So
yeah, so my mom,
I'll get there. I'll get there as well.
yeah,
So you did explain how you gradually came into the social media platform. But what about your family now? Like you said already about your history, how your education was and all of that, and then you got started with this. Uh, what did your mom say in the first place? What was her reaction? Okay, you are let's say quitting the job and then completely moving into YouTube. What was her initial reaction?
I think she always knew that I was more in the creative line. I can't do what a 9 to 5 job expects from you. And I completely believe that a stable job is a very important thing. My brother is doing a job. But the level of patience that is required to do that, I didn't have it. And they always knew, my mom always knew that I didn't want to do it. But she never initiated because she was like, Jitna time chalta hai, chalne do.
Hmm.
Let's just let her do till she does it. And then when I told her that I don't want to continue, and I think there's a thing with creative people, not like, I'm not saying that I'm creative, but with people who like pouring out their art in some or the other way, it just shows on our face. Probably when you're sad, it's just very evident with the way you live. So even when I was doing a job, I was going and I was getting a like a
I mean,
typical
you say
salary.
it is like when there is a creativity in you, there's always emotions attached, right?
Yeah, and a job was just controlling everything. And I was also given a suggestion
Uh-huh.
that you can continue doing YouTube along with your job, which is a very big myth. I want to tell everyone that it's impossible to continue with your job along with starting or running a YouTube channel because it's very difficult. Your creativity is just blocked, and then you're working somewhere, and then you're expected to work for yourself. It's very tiring as a procedure.
Right.
So when I told my mom that I'm quitting, I think I every time I said something new to my family, I've always reached to the end point and said it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like I have an idea and I just say it. I try to do as much as possible from my side, and then I give up. And by the time all these people know that she's just done and she's tried all her best and she
Okay.
can't.
So coming to the criticism part that we were actually talking earlier, you did say that when you're putting content along with your mom, there could be a lot of hateful comments, or there could be a lot of things that might be come from your close ones or from the people around you. So, what was that like? Because let me tell my own experience as well. Like, even if I'm putting
Yes,
content out, like you're so being conscious, right? Like you are like, how it's going to be, how we
yes,
are going
yes.
to react. Will this going to last longer? And there could be hundreds of tons of questions. So, what was your first approach? Why did you think of putting your mom out there? And what was the reaction and the comments that you received later?
I put out my mom's first video when I was in second year of college only.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have a lot of Mangalorean friends in college, Mangalore and the Tulu audience. I have a lot of Tulu friends from my college. So they saw it and they were like, "Arey, your mom is fun. You know, it was really fun to watch your mom." The first video was like that.
Hmm.
So I thought if people are enjoying it, why not upload more of them? So it was not planned, and I just kept putting them out. There was also a period in between which was going very blank, and nobody was, giving out that response that they were giving initially.
Hmm.
But I just kept going because YouTube was not running as it was expected to run as regularly. So I thought I'll just keep putting out content on Instagram. And my mom was comfortable. She didn't have any problem with coming on the Instagram account, and she could finally see, like I told, I changed from BA to BMM. So there was a change in my living, my lifestyle, my health also, and I was interning at that time.
Hmm.
She could see how happy I was in putting out content, and then my friends were talking to her, calling her up and saying, "Auntie, I watched your video.
Hmm.
You're so fun. You're so witty." So it kept her going.
Hmm. So,
Into
you
the
were also giving your 100% on this, on also in the things that you wanted, like let's say you wanted to do, you were doing media and you did give your 100%, but earlier it wasn't. So I'm sure as a mother, she might have seen that change. And I must actually, congratulate her as well for being so supportive and coming out there and, supporting you in a way, indirectly or directly, I would say. She is like a backbone to you as well, right?
Yes, yes,
So
very
that is
much.
very evident, and I am very happy on that as well. And now let's get started with some question, not like exactly questions. Let's talk about the Tulu content that you create. Okay. So when we are looking at your Tulu videos, so I must say it is extremely funny and extremely realistic. Like it's the typical mom, and now
Yes.
I could not resist from talking in Tulu. So Tulu to Pater gaite.
Yes, sure. I don't mind.
Okay. So itte Tulu to onchi o anda video manpunanda. I'm sure video content pura ಬರೆಯೋಡು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು but ಕೆಲವೊಂಜಿ real ಆದುಪ್ಪುಂಡು, right? Like it's just that you are just talking, something comes out of nowhere. How are you capturing? Avin incha capture manpar. Are you going to recreate it? Because it does happen sometimes at my home. Ki you tell some line and you're like, "Arey, this is gone. Now how I'm going to capture this?"
Actually, Tulu moms na reaction must quick uppundu. Like they're just naturally funny.
Funny.
And not just Tulu moms. Mata moms na humor is naturally very funny.
They have that
So
swag, you know.
yeah, they're very
Some
swaggish. Like every time Agul Dada na panpere and they just throw it at you. And you're just looking at them like, Dai, yan Dada bolte hai. You are like that.
true.
And but इत्ते I think यार मस्त smart आते हैं. The moment येन्ना बके ना मम्मी ना वो conversation नडतोंದು पुंडु. I just predict कि हाँ मेरे इत्ते ज़्यादा ना मल्पे. So I just switch on the camera and she says it. And initially अंडा अरे ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆ कि यार record ಮಲ್ತೊಂದುಲ್ಲೆ reaction. ಬಕೆ ಬಾರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾರೆ ಚಾಲು ಅಂಡೆ she started becoming a bit conscious initially. But now she just given up. ಅರೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಡು ಯಾನ್ phone on ಮಲ್ತದೆ ಚಾಲು ಮಲ್ಪನ ಬಿಟ್ಟುಲೆ. ಬಕ I think that's the thing. A lot of people ask me कि ಒಂದು planned ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡ, ಒಂದು recreate ಮಲ್ದರ ನಿಗುಲ್. But ಅಂಚ ದಾಲೋ ಪೂಜಿ. And I think everyone would agree that Indian parents are just savage and
They
swaggish in their own way. So yeah, actually retakes don't work like that. Retake ಗೆತೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪೊಂಡಲ ದುಂಬುದ feel ಬರ್ರೆ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಬಂಗ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು. So yeah, I just switch on the camera. Our pateru she insults me, and then I just keep the phone. I upload the video, and it just works.
awesome. So itte unte nama questions the side ಗೆ poi. I have already asked a couple of things on your journey about content creation and also about your mom. So let's get started with some funny questions. Questions, Dada Panda. Which is your favorite food that you love the most when you visit Mangalore? So I want to know that. So do you visit Mangalore? If yes, then how many times do you come or when do you come? How is it? How is your schedule on that?
Yan Mangalore Barpe, I think once a year, once or there was rarely a time when I was coming once in twice, once in 2 years.
Hmm.
But itte anchadinki every once in a year ಊರ್ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು ತಂಬಿಲ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು ಮಮ್ಮಿನ ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು ಪಪ್ಪನ ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು ಸೊ ಅಪುರ ಕೊಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮಲ್ತದು ಮಧ್ಯದ ಒಂಜಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಪತ್ತದ ನಮ ಬರ್ಪ ಸೊ once in a year ಯಾನ್ ಬರ್ಪೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ but like you asked me, favorite food in Mangalore is definitely my cousin's mom's delicacies because nama ite ichi tirgare and actually people whenever I say that I'm from Mangalore, the first question that comes up is, have you visited Manipal? Have you gone to Manipal? Are you from Manipal? And I'm like, no. And
It is the
my
next
cousin
Goa.
yeah, it is. And I tell them no, and then they ask me questions related to Manipal. And that was the moment I realized, cousin actually Udupide Uppuve.
Okay.
He's just 10 minutes away from Manipal.
Okay.
So after the video had gone viral, one of my video had gone viral in 2019. And actually, like, Pandit, please, Manipal konala. But masti janakul Manipal the questions came very and potiji. Even if you're just 10 minutes away from there.
Take
So
me there.
Manipal the round. Yeah, so he took me in the car and then we went and took a whole ride of the whole Manipal University, the campus. Baga ಇಡೀ ರೋಡ್ and ಪೂರ ತಿರ್ಗೆ ನೈಟೆ ಪೋದಿತ್ತೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲಿಡ್ ಪೋದಿತ್ತೆ. So
Okay.
then I just recollected all the memories and I was like, okay, now I can answer questions about Manipal and I have some content on Manipal.
Awesome. So, Kudladu Battana, Ovanda places that you will not be without going to that place. Anchino Ovanda places under that you always go, not family, but any place that you would love. Just that you come visit, your family functions.
Yeah, actually, what has happened, these family functions, usually from my dad's side, I've visited more of my dad's side because the whole gang of cousins is way more in Brahmara. My dad is from Brahmara.
Okay.
Though those functions only run for 4-5 days. And then, school, college, not school, but college and office, and everyone's so busy that there's hardly any time to roam. But I think I've visited almost all the temples near Brahmara because that's a ritual for all our families. That whenever you go to Mangalore, you visit all the temples. And I remember visiting, there's a garden in Manipal that I've visited long back. It's
Endpoint.
Tiger Point.
Endpoint?
Yeah, Endpoint. I visited that place and I want to go there once again. That too I visited long back. So more of it's like family and it's very fun. Like cousins and Mangalore and it's just nostalgic and all. Actually, more than roaming, I'm just sitting with my cousins. We don't sleep at night. We keep playing games and all. So it's more of a family reunion types when I come to Mangalore.
So, coming back to, I think, coming back to your content, what I wanted to ask is, do you see how Mangaloreans actually react to your content? So, how do you feel on that? Because, there are a lot of content creators, but once different Dada Panda, you are in Bombay, you're sitting somewhere else, and you are talking in a native language, right? And that actually puts a lot of different impact on people who are in Mangalore. They are like, okay, this is so cool. She's being there. She's still talking in Tulu. And that is something which excites people to look at your videos even more. So what do you want to say to your followers?
I would like to say I'm sorry if my my Tulu is a mixture of Hindi and Tulu because I never noticed it. And after crossing a bit of 9K to 10K followers on Instagram, people started telling me that your Tulu is very different as compared to the Mangalorean Tulu.
Tulu. It is.
And that was the point where I told my mom that actually it makes a difference. Bombay Tulu and Mangalore Tulu is very. I think Bombay is mixed with Are and yeah, and such words.
Yes, yes, yes. That those small glitch, they words that joins these sentences.
Yeah.
And
So,
I too have some friends from Bombay. And when they talk in Tulu, there is a very common line we use just to make fun of them. That is "Gantu mutta pani." That is the line we right?
But you know, these when people crack jokes on the Bombay Tulu,
Huh.
actually my mom is very much into, you know, you should know your language.
Hmm.
You should not talk in Hindi when you're in home, when you're at place. With your friends it's okay, but when you're in family, you should maintain the language. I guess compared to a lot of my friends who don't speak regular Tulu at their place, in a Tulu andala chur better undu. And gantu mutta pani lekka baka mast barish avundundu Bombay. I just look at my friends and I'm like, "Untu Tulu bolte kalpunu nikul." एंड माय फ्रेंड टेल्स मी, अरे अब हम लोग के घर पे हिंदी तुलु मिक्स रहता है, तो तेरा ऐसा नहीं है, तो तेरे को बिकॉज एंकलो मस्त
हमारे यहाँ
उंदा
पे तो
पंडो.
चलता है, तुम्हारे यहाँ तो पता नहीं।
हाँ, एंड ఎన్న ఫ్రెండ్ ఉల్లు మస్తు క్లోజ్ ఫ్రెండ్ అండ్ షీ లైక్ పిదాయ్ మస్తు బారిష్ అవుతుండు ఇంక మస్తు కంటాల అవుతుండు and like पिदाय मस्त बरसा होతుండు and she like अरे प्लीज यार पका मत मेरे को तेरे ये देसी तुलु के साथ. So our तुलु is still better. ये ना cousins डप्पा पूरा पातेर पातेर दे मस्त
It's
better
better.
better तुलु उंडु, but
Maybe
it's not
your mom
Hindi
is
तुलु mix.
wants you to, be very, what do I say?
Yeah, she's very. If you come to my
Very
place
particular on
and
that.
if she comes to know and you that you're Tulu,
Hmm.
she and you talk in Hindi, she'll just make you sit and she'll be like, "Daig maga, daigi Hindi du patirnu, nigul namma sanskara nama edur konodu, namma heritage nama edur konodu. You should not talk in Hindi or pura varpundu." So nobody is allowed to talk in Hindi in this house if you are Tulu. So all my friends know it.
That's extremely sweet of her. But I think that is also true in a way because you will be very much close to your language, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Otherwise,
very important.
yeah, especially when you're in a different state, you tend to, I wouldn't say forget, but you actually forget a couple of words. You'll be like, what
Yeah,
should I
yeah.
replace this word with now? That's
No,
what
no, it's
happens.
true.
Yeah.
Because like you say kujal and tare.
Hmm.
So my mom corrects me on that also, that you should say kujal, you tare inchina. Because there are different, in different contexts, you use different words. So she's so particular and she tells me that this happens because we are just a bit away from our roots. So she constantly tells me that you should keep it going, is not mess up the language like this. Then Nigulna Jokulna Dada Apundu, Bakau Idionji essay, but a Bashana Chalo Apun. So I'm like, okay, and Malpuji mistake.
Idege
Forward
stop.
the lecture.
Future muttaburchi. Okay, 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 Sharati. I mean, I think we have had a really good talk. I really loved this conversation. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Acha, okay. I thought it again got stuck. I'm so
No.
glad this network just stayed fine. I don't want to
Yes.
talk and then it get messed up again. I hope this is
No,
fine.
no.
Okay. So, with want to know now from your end, Sharadi, that you have had a roller coaster ride in your life journey. So, with that, I'm sure there could be some lessons that you have learned, and it would be really great if you could tell us a couple of things that which you adapted in your life, and it helped you, or let's say a success story or a failure, whatever it could be. Maybe you could just share some lines with the viewers.
I think I've become very aware of. I don't. I might sound like a very pravachan Baba types, but this really works. I've come in terms with one fact that your mental health is very important when you are presenting yourself on social media. And this might also sound blunt, but to be very honest, cutting down on your circle is one of the best things that you can do when you are starting a new journey, especially on social media. Because what happens is that not everyone around you comes from the same circle. Like, not everyone comes with the same mentality of being on social media or presenting content, on showing your face. Merely showing my face has, I mean, I don't want to make criticism a prime part of my journey in front of everyone, but it exists and it's sometimes it just gets very much direct. What happened in my case was, actually, this it's just very embarrassing and awkward to talk about it so openly. I've not spoken about it in this long, and I've always tried to refrain myself. And I was always suggested to not talk about hate and criticism and negativity that comes on daily basis.
Hmm.
But it exists, and you can't ignore it. Like the moment I wake up in the morning, sometimes when a video is doing great, there are messages, there are comments which don't support you. There are pages on social media platforms which write nasty captions. And my video, when it first went viral, um, it was like, you're expected to be happy as a family, because when my first video went viral in November 2019, and it was doing well for 2 days, and then followed by that there was some like negative reviews and negative criticism was there, which we were prepared for, because me and my mom used to discuss that if there is good, there will also be bad. So don't break down if something like that happens. My mom kept telling me. And I was like brave. I was like, yeah, nothing will happen. I'll take it the way it comes. But some things were so direct and so much on face that I just decided that I can't continue this, because actually, our community is also very small as compared to um, if you see Mumbai, it's a mixture of all types of people. There are Maharashtrians, there are different people, there are Gujaratis, there are South Indians. But when it comes to Mangalore, it's just us. You almost some or the other way, everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
Now, even on my Instagram, there are so many people who tell me I know you through this friend, through that relative. So the community is like, it's
They
like
know you
very,
one or the other way. And that's
yeah, they know
that's
you.
happened with it's obviously in Bangalore as well. When you go to a city like Bangalore, you when you look at someone, you're like you kind of know them. You know some of them.
Yeah.
It's like there is the circle which somewhere joins every time.
Yeah, yeah. Because in Bombay also, if there's one function and all the people collect, you look at those faces and you know almost all of them, or they know you. So when the video went viral and the criticism started coming up, there's a lot I learned in that period from November to Jan, that distancing yourself up from social media or people
Basically, what you're
is very,
saying is it's also important to have a really strong mentally, basically.
yeah, yeah, very
Those
strong. It's,
criticism because
yeah.
it's gonna come. You are aware of it, and you might also be like, I might break down at some point, but I can't be that.
Yeah, yeah. You can't stay in that place, because I've been there in that place and it's just so long. A week full, I didn't upload any content, and my mom was very upset. And
Technology that you have been through so many things in your life and talking about criticism, I'm very sure that you have handled it with most utmost dignity, and for that your mom is also helped you a lot. And I think the lessons that you just said, it is going to help a lot of new content creators. This is one of the reasons that I actually made this video alongside with you, is because there are so many new content creators who want to be on Instagram or who want to come on YouTube. But there is a lot of factor that matters, right? You cannot
yes,
completely ignore society. You cannot completely ignore each and everything. They are a part of your life at the end, correct? But it's up to you how you're going to, distance yourself if that works with you. And you, as an individual, we need to know how things are actually working for ourselves, right?
yeah. And you can't block everyone. I'm like, you can't block everyone because there are so many people if you count.
Hmm.
So that's this, like you said, there are so many new creators and so many people who want to come up now. That's a very big, like, it's not like a inspirational or motivational thing, but I just, as a friend, I want to tell everyone that be stable and be happy. Like, every time when somebody tells me that I want to try something new, I tell them that, be in a bubble that you create for yourself with just four people in it, and be with them. You know your people by the time you try to start something and you try to do something new. Like, I know my mom is anyways, in whatever circumstance I be in, she's going to be there. My brother is going to be there. My friends are going to be there. So I've kept that bubble and I just listen to them. I talk to them if there is some new thing or there's a sad thing. So that bubble is very important to be created.
Right, absolutely. I completely agree with you that, Sharadi. Hi, Auntie.
Hi. ಒಂದು ಪಾಡ್ಲು.
Hi, Auntie.
Light ಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು.
ಅರೆ ತುಳು ವರ್ಪುಂಡ ಹೆಂಗ್
Ah,
ಗೊತ್ತಜ್ಜಿ ತುಳು
Full.
ಪಾತೆರ್ ನಂದು
ಕುಡ್ಲದಾನೆ
ಎಂಚೊಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ ಈ ಎಂಚೊಲ್ಲ
ಯಾವ ಹುಷಾರಲ್ಲೇ
ಅಂದ ಯಾನ್ ಮೊಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಆಪುಂಡು ಪಿದೆ ದೂರ ಕುಲ್ದಿನ್
ಅಂದೆ
ಆಲ್ರೆಡ್
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ
ಮಲ್ಲೆತ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಲಕ್ ನಿಕ್ ಸರಿಡ್ ಪಾತೇರಿಯೋಲತ
ಎಡ್ಡೆಡ್ ಪಾತೆರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐಕೆ ಅನ್ಪನೋ ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಯಂಗ್ ಆದ್ ಒಂಜಿ ಮನ್ಪುನಗ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡತೆ ಎಂಚ ಮನ್ಪುನಿ ಇಜಿಂದ ಅವು ಬೇತಕ್ಲೆಗ್ಲ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಪುಂಡು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಂಚಿನೊಂಜಿ
Okay.
ಕಾಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಪೊಸತಾದ್ ಮನ್ಪುನ ಪೂರ ಸೊ
Ah,
ಅವು ಐಕೆ ಅನ್ನ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಒಂಜಿ ದೆಪ್ಪುಗ ಪಂದಿತ್ತಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್
ah, ah, ah.
ಎಡ್ಡೆಡ್ ಪಾತೆರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೊಕ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಲ ಎಡ್ಡೆನೆ ಉಂಡು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಉಂಡು
ದಾದಲ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಇತ್ತಿಂಡ ಕೊರ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನ ಸೈಟ್ ಹಿಡಿದು
ಎಡ್ಡೆನೆ
ದೇವಡ ಮಾತಿರ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅನುಭವ ಗೆತ್ತನ್ನ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಎಡ್ಡೆ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡ ಈ ಕಸ್ರದು
ಅವು ಅಂದ್
ಬೇತೆ ಬೇತೆ ಜನಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಬೇತೆ ಬೇತೆ ಅನುಭವ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು
ಅಂದ್
ಅಂಚಾದ್
ಅಂದ್
ಆಚೆ ಈ ಉಂದ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮಲ್ದನ
ಅಂತಂದ್ ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದೆ ಯಾನ್ ಪಂಡ ಇತ್ತೆ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾನ್ ಆಂಕರಿಂಗ್ ಲ ಮಂತೊಂದಿತ್ತೆ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಬಟ್
ಓಹೋ ಓಕೆ
ಎನ್ನಲ ಅವು ಉಪ್ಪುಣತಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಒಂದ್ ಯಾವೋಡುಂದ ಆಪ ಬೊಕ್ಕ ಬೇತೆ ಪೂರ್ದ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು ಲೈಫ್ ಮನ್ಪೋಡು
ಆಂಡ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಎಡ್ಡೆ ಮಲ್ತ ಉಂದು ನನ್ನನಿ ಕೇಪಲ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಉಪ್ಪುಂಡು
ಅಂದ್
ನಿನ್ನ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಒಂಜಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಉಪ್ಪಡ ಒಂಜಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಲ
ಅಂದ್
ಬಟ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಮಲ್ತೊಂದುಲ್ಲ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೇಪಲ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೂ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊರ್ಪುಂಡು
ಖುಷಿ ಬರ್ಪುಡು ಅವ್ವೆ
ಮಸ್ತ್ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಅವು ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಲ ದಿಕ್ಕುಜಿ ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಲ ದಿಕ್ಕುಜಿ
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್
ತಿಕ್ಕಂಡಲ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರ್ಪುಜಿ ಪೋರೆ ಈ ಅವು ಮಲ್ತೊಂದುಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೇಟ್
ಯಾನ್ ಇರ್ನಲ ಟಾಕ್ ಮನ್ಪೊಡಿತ್ತನಂತೆ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಇಂದೆ ಇಂಚಲ ಮಂತೊಂದುಲ್ಲ ಇಂದ ಒಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಇಚ್ಚಿ
ಇಜ್ಜಮ್ಮ ಇಜ್ಜಿಜಿ ನಿಗುಲ್ ಮಲ್ಪುಲೆ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಡ ಯಾನ್ ಪಿದೆ ಯಾನ್ ಮನೆನ್ ಒಟ್ರಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೆ ಬೊರ್ಚಿ ಒಂದ್ ಐಕ್ ಮಲ್ಬಡಲ್ ಇಜ್ಜಿಜಿ ಮಲ್ಲೆತ್ತಂದು ನಿಗುಲ್ ಮಲ್ಪುಲೆ ನಿಗಲ್ಲನೆ ಮಲ್ಪುಲೆ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗುಡ್ ಲಕ್
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
ಓಕೆ
so much.
ಲವ್ ಯು ಬಾಬು
Thank you.
ಬಾಯ್
Bye.
ಬಾಯ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಬಾಯ್
So sweet.
Hi. She was not prepared.
What? She spoke so well. This was an amazing conversation we just had. I mean, we ended up talking about so many things, right?
Yes.
A lot of conversation about your family, yourself, your content, about Mangalore, what do you like in Mangalore. I think your followers from Mangalore or from any part of the state are going to love whatever you just said about yourself, just like they love your content. And I'm just wishing you that you keep growing and keep creating
Thank you.
a lot of good, great content. And I think next time when I'm going to again have a conversation with you, maybe sometime in future, I'm sure you are going to reach that goal which you have already dreamt of. I'm sure you have.
Yes. Thank you so much. I hope that you also grow and you do all the things that and all you tick off all the. You also might be having so many things in your bucket list for the year. I hope you tick off all of them and you tell me that you told me that I should be taking off all the things off my bucket list. And I hope all the good things for you. Thank you so much to you.
Thank you so much, Sharadi. It was a lovely conversation. I'm wishing you all the best and stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself,
Safe,
and
safe.
lots of love to
Yes.
your mom as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I think should I call her to say hi?
She's here.
Yeah. Just a minute. I'll just call her.